Kites and trapezoids lesson. Kites. A kite is a quadrilateral with two pairs of adjacent sides that are congruent. The properties of a kite are: one side of opposite angles are equal, like K and M on the picture. The diagonals are perpendicular to each other, like the horizontal and the vertical line on the picture. The longer diagonal of the kite bisects through the shorter diagonal. The vertex angles are bisected by diagonal angles. Let's try out a problem. Our first problem is find and measure of angle B. What would help to find measure of angle D? So we're first going to start off with finding the measure of angle B. And we would do that by adding 71 plus 36 and then adding two x's, which equals 360. So let's draw that out. Okay. Now we combine the like terms. Okay. Which the new equation would look like this. Okay, now we subtract 107 from itself, which cancels it out. Then we subtract 107 from 360, which would be 253. So our equation looks like that. Now, the 2 over there, divide 253 by 2, so x equals 126.2. So we have the first part of the question done. Now we just need to know what would help to find the measure of angle B. So to find measure of angle D, one of the properties of the kite states that one side of opposite angles are equal. So what is the opposite angle of B? Well, it's D. So if they're equal, then D would also be 126. Moving on to the trapezoids. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral with one pair of opposite sides parallel. However, there isn't just one type of trapezoid. There's a non-isosceles trapezoid, or the right trapezoid, or the regular trapezoid. Then you have the isosceles trapezoid, and it helps because there is a clear distinction between the two shapes, which is helpful. Properties of a regular trapezoid. There are only two simple properties for a regular trapezoid, or non-isosceles trapezoid, like the bases are parallel. As you can see in the picture, line segment DC and AB are parallel, and each lower base angle is supplementary to the upper base angle on the same side, like angle C, angle B, angle A, and angle D in the picture. Properties of an isosceles trapezoid. There are many properties to this type of trapezoid. The legs are congruent, the lower base angles are congruent, the upper base angles are congruent, any lower base angle is supplementary to any upper base angle, and the diagonals are congruent, as seen in the picture. Let's try a problem. Second problem for trapezoids. It says ABCD is a trapezoid. So we're going to assume that we're going to find x. So to do that, we would make these 9x plus 2 plus 84 equals 180, because we're trying to find angles, so we'd use 180. Combine 2 and 84, 9x plus 86 equals 180. You need 86 minus 180, so that cancels that out. That is 94. So 9x equals 94. Divide 9 on both sides, and you're left with x equals 10.40. Now for the real life problem. Tatum, my bestie, has a yard shaped like a trapezoid. The trapezoid has a height of 2.4 yards and the bases are 8.3 and 4.7 yards. She wants to figure out the area to see if there's room to plant a huge garden. What is the area of Tatum's weird trapezoid backyard? So the formula for this problem is A equals 1/2 times height times base 1 plus base 2. Okay, so let's solve this problem. So the height is 2.4. Now we just figure out the area. Okay, so we go A equals 1/2 times height times base plus base 2, and then that would be we would end up with this. And then end up with this. Which means that A equals 13. So that's the area of Tatum's weird trapezoid backyard. Moving on to the exit ticket. Here's the exit ticket and here's how to get to it. So go to the Kahoot website, click on the 3-line tab, click on Discover, type in Tyson Trapezoid's exit ticket, and mine should be the second one there with the Mike Wazowski picture. Good luck!